This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And good evening and welcome to night number 2, men's opening round night here at the 2018 Clopton Invitational Tournament, 22nd annual tournament here at Clopton High School. We're back in the old gym for the first of 2 games here tonight. 4 games on the schedule. TribCast will have 1 from each gym. We'll start it off with this 2-7 matchup between the Louisiana Bulldogs, who come into this game with a record of 4-3, and the Silex, the 7 seed, with a record of 2-6. A lot to talk about with this one, but right off the bat, we'll talk about the return of number 1 for Louisiana tonight, and that is huge. That is a big difference maker for a team that was hovering around the 500 mark without Michael Francis, but he is back tonight. That gives them another dimension other than just Derek Richards and his about 40 points a night. So now they've got a second option. He won't be in the starting lineup tonight. He'll be coming off the bench, but he is going to play. Michael Francis returning. You remember in the final regular season football game up at Highland that was on TribCast, he suffered what I believe was a spiral fracture of his right ankle. It is in a brace, but he's looked good in warm-ups so far, shooting the ball here in the old gym as he just sunk another from beyond the arc there on the far point. So if you can get significant minutes, that is just another place that opposing teams have to look. So Michael Francis back, not in the starting 5, but back in the lineup tonight for Louisiana, and that is, again, huge. For Silex, let's talk about them a little bit right off the bat. After a couple of seasons under Coach Braden Ham, he has moved on, and Ken Jett has come in to try and revive this program that struggled the past several seasons. He's got them off to a 2-6 start and trying to speed up their game. They don't have a lot of height, so he's going with a more fast-paced, and that comes with conditioning. So that's kind of been the struggle so far, running out of gas in some of these early ball games, their first 8 ball games before the Christmas break. So we'll see if Christmas was good to the Owls, if they come in a little more in shape for a run-and-gun style game, and it'd be fun to get back to that style down for the Silex Owls, back to the fun days where they used to run out 3 complete sets of 5 players and just run everybody out of the barn. If they can get that going, boy, it'd be nice to see for Silex. Lots still to talk about here in the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame. We'll preview the game down the hall. Our other opening round game, Chuck and April will have a little bit later on between Clopton and Wellsville. A whole lot more as we continue with the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, High County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This is TribCast.
Dude, you look different.
Well, my body is glowing gold.
No, it's not that. Did you get a new shirt?
No, I joined the Fuel Rewards program at Shell and got instant gold status. I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
No, did you lose weight?
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road. The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back inside the old gym at Clopton, getting ready for this 2-7 matchup between Louisiana and the 7-seed Silex. The other game on TribCast, 3-seed Clopton. They are under 500 to start the season, 3-6. Looking to get on the winning track here in the important part of the schedule as they take on the number 6 seed Wellsville Tigers tonight. So that's the 3-6 matchup over in the Dale Miller Gymnasium at 7 o'clock tonight with Chuck and April on the call. That's our only game here in the old gym tonight. We'll have one more tomorrow as Louisiana, the 5 seed, takes on the 8 seed Winfield in the consolation semifinals. That's the 5:30 game here from the old gym, and we'll have 2 games in the new gym tomorrow night. Girls semifinal. Monroe City takes on Silex, the 1-4 matchup at 5:30, and the 2-3 matchup between Clopton and Ellsbury at 7 o'clock. And we saw those 2 teams battle it out earlier this season on TribCast, a game that Clopton ran away with, winning by 30 points on their home court. I believe that was their home opener. We have about 9.5 minutes to go before we start this one. We'll talk about this matchup and how the rest of the bracket may shake out as we continue the Quiver River Electric Cooperative TribCast pregame.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
If you buy power from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, you help power your community. How? Quiver River belongs to the people it serves. With people like you in charge, you know decisions about your power are made with you in mind, your community too. What kind of decisions? Sending you a check when there's money left after expenses, holding down rates, helping you save, serving your community. Good for you, power for your community. Quiver River Electric, owned by those we serve.
Pike County Home Health can provide skilled home health services for homebound patients of Pike County. I'm Peggy Summers. Our agency offers a team approach with a registered nurse coordinating needed services. Home health services include skilled nursing, home health aid, social services, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and a certified diabetic program. We do dressing changes, IV therapy, monitor medications, do diabetic foot care, and many other services.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
Welcome back in the old gym here at Clopton High School. Men's opening round night number 2 of the 22nd annual Clopton Invitational here on TribCast. And we've got the 2-7 matchup. Our only game here from the old gym is 2-seed Louisiana with a record of 4-3 takes on 2-6 Silex. And Coach Smith looking for that consistency. Again, I think bringing Michael Francis back into the fold will help that significantly. Word is he may play about half of each quarter, depending on how the ankle feels here in his return. He was just cleared from that ankle injury. But the big story for Louisiana again this year is the junior, Derek Richards. Boy, he has been fantastic, kind of keeping the Bulldogs afloat until Michael returns. He scored 41 in the most recent Bulldogs matchup, and getting him some help, I think, will free him up to be even more dangerous for Louisiana as we get into the meat of this 2017-2018 season here for Louisiana, their final season in the Clarence Cannon Conference. And, boy, just looking around that conference, you've got some beasts. Palmyra is on fire this year. They're beating everybody by big numbers. You've got Clark County that's really making some noise up in the northern part of that conference, and it's a tough conference. And Louisiana has kind of ruled the roost the last few years, but here in their last season, they're trying to figure out that lineup. I think again, getting those starters back will help that, but they're going to make some noise. They got to start piling some wins in a row here, starting with the start of this Clopton Invitational. We'll take a quick break, come back with your starting lineups after this on the peoplestribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Paul Shucard will be there for you. 1210 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. Online at mybowlinggreenagent.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features A-Key and Kent Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS Crop Insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at youngenterprisesinc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
This is the Quiver River Electric TribCast pregame, brought to you by Quiver River Electric Cooperative, a Touchtone Energy cooperative. Online at quiver.com.
And welcome back. Time to take a look at our Pike County Health Department TribCast starting lineup. See all the services your health department offers at PikeCountyHealth.org. The Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice, neighbors helping neighbors. First for the number 7 seed Silex Owls, they're 2-6, coached by Ken Jett, their first year under Ken. They'll start as senior number 10, Nathan Kinsey. Senior gets to start number 15, Jake Adams. Another senior, number 22, Brandon Peasel. A sophomore, number 23, Brian Henke in the starting 5, as well as a junior, number 33, Charles Turbyville. So again, it's Kinsey, Adams, Peasel, Henke, and Turbyville, your starters for the number 7 seed Silex Owls. For the number 2 seed, Louisiana Bulldogs, they're 4-3 on the season, coached by Matt Smith, assisted by Brett Kurtlink. They'll start as senior number 2, Dalton Oberhaus. Number 3 gets a start, senior Zach Ellsworth. Number 5 gets a start, junior Derek Richards. Boy, he's good. Number 15 gets a start. He's a sophomore, Remington Feldworth. And Number 20, a senior, Zach Harrison, rounds out the starting five. So again, it's Oberhaus, Ellsworth, Richards, Feldworth, and Harrison, the starters for the number 2 seed Louisiana Bulldogs. Was talking about the Clarence Cannon Conference a minute ago and had overlooked the number 1 seed in this tournament, Monroe City, fresh off that football championship. Those boys are big, and they can shoot the ball, so look out for them as well in the Clarence Cannon Conference here in 2018. We've got basketball coming up, opening round coverage from the 22nd annual Clopton Invitational. It's 2 seed Louisiana taking on number 7 seed Silex, and it's coming up next right here on thepeoplestribune.com.
This is TribCast, coverage of high school basketball. Action from the hardwood on thepeoplestribune.com is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, Spring Valley Accounting Services, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by Lynn's Heritage House, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Walsh Card in Bowling Green, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, by Wharf Construction, Young Enterprises Incorporated, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, La Crosse Lumber Company, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction. Basketball on TribCast is also brought to you by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Community State Banks of Missouri, Abel's Quick Shops, by Hayden's Motorsports Center, the Law Office of Briscoe and Brannon, by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Penrod Real Estate, People's Bank and Trust, by Bowling Green Lumber, Airco Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, by Family Health Pharmacies, Mid-America Auto and Towing, and by the Bib Beach Funeral Homes, LLC. Now, coverage of high school basketball from the People's Tribune newspaper. This is TribCast.
Welcome to the 2018 Clopton Invitational Tournament here on TribCast. Night number 2, that means it's men's opening night here from Clopton, and we start off in the old gym. 5:30, the horn is sounded, and we're ready for our opening tip between number 2 seed Louisiana, number 7 seed Silex. And our opening tip is brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company. Everything you need to tip off your next improvement project at a location close to you. La Crosse Lumber Company, getting the job done. And I don't believe, maybe we will. We will have introductions, so we'll take a quick break, come back with that opening tip after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, La Crosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices, and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, La Crosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. La Crosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your Exmark professional turf care equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Well, they were quiet, but they were introductions, and now it's time for our La Crosse Lumber Company opening tip. In the center circle, it's Jake Adams for Silex, and he'll jump against Zach Harrison for Louisiana. Ball comes in from the far side. And we are underway in the opening round of this 22nd annual Clopton Invitational. Here's Richards quickly to the hoop, loses the handle, and it's knocked out by Silex. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 5 seconds in, and Zach Ellsworth to trigger that inbound play. Gets it to Derek Richards. Richards, shoulder fake, came up, didn't leave his feet, but loses the ball, and Adams picks it up for the Owls. First possession for Silex to the near side for Henke. Back far side for Kinsey, over to the corner for Adams. Adams Head and shoulders back to Nathan Kinsey. To the free throw line through Peasel to the far side for Turbeville. Back up top again on to the near side for Hankey. Hankey over far side for Charles Turbeville. Back to Nathan Kinsey. Kinsey to Brian Hankey. Hankey leaves frame momentarily. Now we catch up with the camera. And he hands it off for Brandon Peasel. Peasel to the free throw line for Kinsey. Now to the far side for Jake Adams. Adams gets it back into Nathan, but it's stripped away by Ellsworth, and here come the Bulldogs with Derek Richards. Good steal that time by Ellsworth, and he has the ball for the Bulldogs. Comes to the top of the key, goes far side, and gets the skip pass back from Derek Richards. Shot wasn't there. Ellsworth almost lost control and gives it off to Derek. Richards to the near side for number 15, Remy Feldworth. Feldworth back to Oberhaus to the near side for Ellsworth. Ellsworth going to top of the key to the far side for Richards. Bounce pass inside. Shot no good for Feldworth. And we've got a foul on the rebound against the Bulldogs. That's going to go against Zach Harrison, his first and the team's first here in the opening minutes. We played a minute 23, no score. Here's Adams in the backcourt for the Owls. Gets it up to Brian Hankey to get across the line. Hankey drops it off for Adams at the top. Now to the near side for Peasel. Peasel goes to the dribble. Couple of moves, has it knocked away, and tracked down by Turbeville, stolen away by Richards, and a foul going to be whistled on Brandon Peasel, I believe. Going back the other way for Silex. Nope, they give it to Turbeville, his first, team's first. They were both there, 22 and 33. And we'll see if Richards can put the Bulldogs ahead from the line. First one's no good, and we're still scoreless. Second shot for Derek Richards. This is the less forgiving of the two rims, and he missed them both, but steals the ball back from Turbeville, kicks it back and around to the far side. Oberhaus is knocked down, and we're going to have a foul against the Owls, and that's going to be against Jake Adams, his first, team second. And the Bulldogs will trigger underneath the Silex net. Here's Oberhaus with it. Into the corner for Ellsworth. Ellsworth almost lost control, gives it back to Dalton Oberhaus. Oberhaus to the near side for Feldworth. To Ellsworth. He'll put up the tray. That one's off the mark and tracked down in the far corner and knocked out of bounds at center court. Which way is it going to go? It'll stay with Silex off the long rebound. Turbeville in the backcourt crosses the line. Over to Brian Hankey. Hankey to Peasel, now to Jake Adams. Adams back to Peasel. Looking for something, gives it to Charles Turbeville. He works it to the free throw line, kicks it back. Hankey for three, and that one is off the mark. And the rebound pulled down by Peasel. Trying to get it inside to Kinsey. He knocks it to Hankey. Shot no good, but a foul will send Brian Hankey to the line. That's going to go against Remy Feldworth, his first, team second. And we're 2:20 or 39 into the game, and the first shot misses for Brian Hankey. And we're still scoreless. Second shot, no, and the rebound pulled down by Remy. Ellsworth with it now for the Bulldogs. Gives it off to Oberhaus. Oberhaus feeds inside. Shot off the glass is good for Zach Harrison, and we finally have a ball reach the bottom of the bucket. 2-0. Now a steal by Derek Richards. Richards to the hoop. No. Turnaround shot Oberhaus. No, but a foul. I believe that's going to be on Peasel. It is his. Nope, against Hankey. 23, now 22. And Oberhaus at the line. First shot no good off the back iron, and we finally see Michael Francis back in a Bulldog uniform after the injury at the end of football season. He'll replace Remy Feldworth. Second shot for Oberhaus coming up. And this one is no good. Rebound pulled down by Kinsey. And here come the Owls. We'll shake and bake at center court for Turbeville, and we have a travel. Whistled against Adams as he stopped and started on the far side. Bulldogs will take it. Here's Derek Richards. Richards to the far side for Ellsworth. Ellsworth to Michael Francis. Skip past to the far side. Now back around for Oberhaus to Richards. Richards will put up the tray. That one's good. Derek Richards, his first points of the night, making a 5-0 Louisiana lead here in the early going. Actually, not too early. We're near the midway point of the first quarter. And we have a foul on Francis. His first. It's the first foul he's had all season. Turbeville off the inbound. Gives it back to Adams at the top of the arc. Richards pesters him, so he gives it off to Turbeville, now to Kinsey. As it's swiped down, got the ball back. Still on the floor. Finally comes up with it and scores. Nathan Kinsey gets Silex on the board. Quickly the other way, losing the handle. It's going to stay with Louisiana. Kind of a frustrating start for Derek Richards. 5-2, Louisiana leads. Ellsworth gets it out to Derek. Pretty good pestering by Hankey. Now they get it far side. 3 from the corner. That one rims out. Rebound, Bulldogs. Oberhaus can't hit, but he'll head back to the line to shoot free throws. 0 for 2 from the stripe so far for Dalton Oberhaus. Getting ready to check in. Landon Harlan for the Owls. And Oberhaus, his first shot's long. Harlan will replace Peasel. And Oberhaus will have a second shot. That one's good. Finally breaks that string of 3 in a row missed from the line and makes it a 4-point game. Turbeville to the far side for Hankey. Hankey across the stripe. Gives it off for Charles. Now to Jake Adams. To a streaking Kinsey. He's shot off the glass is good. All 4 points for Silex. Scored by Nathan Kinsey. Far side for Ellsworth into the corner for Richards. He goes baseline, is tripped. Ball rolls away, no call. And it's picked up by Landon Harlan. Here's Turbeville with it. Over to the far side for Hankey. And Brian skips it back for Charles. Trying to find some room away from Ellsworth. Gives it off to Kinsey. Nathan, now to the far side for Hankey. Back to Nathan Kinsey. And he tried to force one and looking for contact, couldn't find any. 2:32 to go in the first quarter. Derek Richards. Across the timeline for Louisiana. His pass never reached Ellsworth, picked off by Turbeville. Spin move, shot no good. Tips the rebound, and out of bounds it goes. Chased by Michael Francis. Richards with the ball for the Bulldogs. More changes coming for Silex and for Louisiana. Here's Oberhaus. To Francis. Francis back up top. Ellsworth thought about the 3, or at least faked that he was thinking about it. Gets it back to Mike. Michael Francis, and we have a reach-in foul. Going to be called on Landon Harlan. So Harrison gets his second. Harlan gets his first. Offsetting fouls. Remy Feldworth back in for Francis. And after picking up that second personal, Harrison will sit. Here's Richards, 3 off the inbound and scores. Richards' second tray of the game, accounting for all 6 of his points here in the opening quarter. It's 9-4. I've got the score wrong here on the scoreboard in the gym, but it's right on our scoreboard. There, they fixed it. To the near side for Turbeville. Back up top for Harlan into the corner for number 13, Hunter Levy, just into the ball game. Back around to Turbeville. Turbeville, free throw line, kicks it back out to Kinsey, far corner. Trying to get around Oberhaus, and it's taken away. Here's Richards. And another foul whistled against the Owls with 1:01 to go. Second straight foul on Landon Harlan. Here's Richards with it. Levy out, stomping against him. Over to the far side for Oberhaus. Back to Derek Richards. Richards to Oberhaus, to Ellsworth. He thought about the 3 and was cut off. Now with it, Tyler Pedersen in the game. Miss on the 3. Pedersen the rebound. And another 3. That one off the mark. And a good defensive play to stay on offense by Derek Richards to knock it off Hunter Levy. Levy was letting it go. Richards came in and swiped it back at him. Remy Feldworth kicks it off to Derek Richards. Last second, dishes to Ellsworth, who scores. First 2 points for Zach Ellsworth in this ball game. Here's Hunter Levy. Into the corner. I'll kick it back out top to Turbeville. Now to Kinsey again. Nathan over the far side for Levy. To Charles Turbeville. Back up top for Hank Kinsey into the ball game. And then that's the end of the first quarter. Very low scoring first quarter of this ball game. But Louisiana, buying a couple of threes from Derek Richards, leads this ball game by a score of 11-6. We'll take a break, come back with second quarter action after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Hello, this is Mary Millen from Community State Bank of Missouri. Some financial institutions make you go through a lot of red tape to get a loan. At Community State Bank, we try to keep things simple. When you talk with us, you're talking to the people who make decisions. Next time you need a loan for whatever reason, come see us. You'll be glad you did. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1987, equal housing lender.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we
bounces with Richards to Turbeville, kicks it into the corner. 3 ball is up. That one's off the mark for Hankey, and the rebound goes to Remy Feldworth. Remington hands it off for Dalton Oberhaus. He's across the line with the spin move, still on the dribble, kicks it around all the way to the far side for Derek Richards. Richards didn't have much, gives it off to Oberhaus. He tries to slice through the lane, can't finish, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Silex, and back in the ball game, Michael Francis. He'll replace Tyler Pedersen. Oberhaus, and we've got a foul on the inbound or a violation? Nope, a foul on Remy Feldworth, his second. Trying to create some room. Feldworth commits the personal. Adams to Turbeville on the near side. Charles working against Michael Francis. Lost his dribble, gives it to Hankey on the far side, and he travels. Brian Hankey called for the traveling violation, and we played nearly 2 minutes in the second quarter. And just the 3 on the board from Silex. A lot of whistles, not a lot of flow here in the first half of this contest. To the near side. Here's Francis, lob pass for Oberhaus. Oberhaus on the baseline, scores and is fouled. Dalton Oberhaus with 3 points in the contest. We'll go back to the line. He's 1 of 4 so far. Into the ball game for the Owls is Tommy Grody. He'll replace Brian Hankey. And the shot's no good. Getting ready to check in for Louisiana, number 24, Tyler Hopkins. He's a load. Turbeville with it to Peasel on the near point. Lob pass inside Kinsey, kicks it out. They work it around. Turbeville for 3, and that one's long. And the rebound knocked to the corner, where it's picked up by Peasel for the Owls. Peasel back for Turbeville. At the point to the near side for Adams. Adams back to Turbeville to the far side for Peasel. To Adams again. Now to Kinsey. Nathan to Turbeville. Charles. Through Kinsey to the far side. Here's Peasel with it. Reverse layup. That one's no good. The rebound picked up by Oberhaus for the Bulldogs. Here comes, with speed, Derek Richards. Richards lost the handle again. It'll stay with Louisiana. And finally checking in is Tyler Hopkins, the junior. Remy Feldworth checks out. To Richards Francis on the far side. Now to Oberhaus. For Derek Richards. To Michael. Into the corner for Ellsworth. Back to Michael Francis. Francis. To the free throw line. Oberhaus had it stripped while he was shooting and taken away by Adams for Silex. Jake on the run. Into a double team. We're going to have a foul against the Bulldogs. And it's on Dalton Oberhaus, his first. There's Grody. For Silex to the near side for Adams. Back up top for Turbeville. To Kinsey. Nathan, his 3's off the mark. Richards the rebound. He'll wait for everyone to go by and now take the ball himself. Trying to slice it down to the big man down low and had it intercepted. Nathan gives it off for Charles Turbeville. Turbeville into the corner for Jake Adams. Adams trying to find some space around Zach Ellsworth. There's none there. Gives it back to Peasel. Peasel into the corner for Adams. Now to Grody again. Tommy to Peasel, and we've got another push. This one's going to go against Hopkins, I believe. Yep, his first. And it'll be a 1-on-1 situation. 1-on-1 as both teams are in that bonus now. Not a whole lot of scoring. 3 from Silex in the corner and just 2 points for Louisiana. And the front half of that 1-on-1 was no good. And it'll go back to the Bulldogs. 3:44 to play in the first half. And beyond the cheerleaders, Oberhaus inbounds to Derek Richards. Richards just 6 points on a pair of 3s here in a low-scoring first half. Free throw line, pulls up, gives it to Oberhaus. Back to Richards for 3, and that one's good. (16-7). Richards has 9, and here's Turbeville back the other way. He sinks the tray. Things starting to pick up a little bit. Richards cuts his way to the hoop and scores. And a timeout taken with 3:02 to play in the first half. We'll take 1-2 for opening round action at the Clopton Invitational right here on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This is TribCast. Miss on each end of the court. Silex has it again. Peasel through Kinsey back up top for Turbyville. To Brandon Peasel again into the corner for Levy. Hook shot for Kinsey is no good. And Eric Richards the rebound for the Bulldogs. Richards into the corner for Ellsworth and back up top to Oberhaus. As Ellsworth on the far side. Zach gives it off for Pedersen. Up top again. And the shot for Ellsworth is no good. And the rebound picked up by Oberhaus. To Zach again. A little bumping going on the far side between Levy and Richards. Richard gets away. Shot off the glass and a nice little dump off to number 24, Tyler Hopkins for the hoop. Turbyville for three. That one's good. Charles Turbyville with the tray. Make it. And we've got another foul. Seven-point lead for the Bulldogs. A minute 22 to play before we reach the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. With it for the Owls is Turbyville. Gives it off for Landon Harlan to the near side for Tommy Grody. Up for Nathan Kinsey, over to the far side for Turbyville again. Minute 4 to play. Ball goes through the legs of Harlan, back to Turbyville for three, and he scores. Just how they wrote it up, right? Makes it a 4-point contest. 9 points for Charles Turbyville. Here's Richards. Gets a nice pick to get away from Levy. Goes all the way to the hoop, then dishes it off for Oberhaus for the three, and he scores. Dalton Oberhaus with the tray. Five points in the quarter, 6 in the game. They work it around. Grody for three, almost a ceiling scraper. And the rebound picked up by Louisiana. Here's Derek Richards. He'll put up the tray himself. It's short. Rebound pulled down by Harlan. Here's Hunter Levy. Levy on the run. Turnaround shot. That's short. Oberhaus the rebound for the Bulldogs. And he hands it off to Derek Richards. 9 seconds to go in the first half of this ball game. Down to 6. Trying to find his shot. 2 seconds. He's stripped to the ball, and we go to the half with a 23-16 Louisiana lead over Silex. You got to like the way Silex has performed. They have been tenacious. They've shut things down for Louisiana, and they're still hanging around in this game. We'll take a break, come back with the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime after this on thepeoplestribune.com.
Mary, you're glowing gold. I know. I joined the Fuel Rewards program and got rewarded with instant gold status at Shell.
And I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
5 cents a gallon? Wow.
And gold is all the rage this season.
Oh, yeah.
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Cindy Blaylock will be there for you. 201 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Online at cindyblaylockagency.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
It's time for the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, quite a difference for Silex in the second quarter as they followed up a 4-point performance over the first 8 minutes with a 12-point second quarter, and they're still in this ball game. They trail Louisiana 23-16. And pretty consistent, 11 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter for the Bulldogs. And it seemed like, really, and they put the pressure on Derek Richards. He's been a little looser than we normally see. Maybe a little too much pressure taken off by the return of Michael Francis. As he, Derek, he's making mistakes we don't usually see. And I guarantee you he will be a little more responsible with the ball in the second half of this ball game, as I'm sure there's some discussions going on in that Bulldog locker room right now. For Coach Jett, I think he has to be happy. Not with the 50% from inside the arc. I think they were in the 40s from beyond the arc, which that got better in the second quarter of the ball game as Charles Turbeville hit 3 threes. In fact, all 12 of their points came from beyond the arc in that second quarter for Silex. Defensively, though, they've really, they put pressure on every single Bulldog. They put one of their biggest players on Ellsworth defensively and really have frustrated the shortest player for Louisiana out of their starting 5. And those plays that he was making defensively in the first quarter, he wasn't able to make in the second quarter. So Ellsworth frustrated a little bit. And they've been keeping Louisiana, Silex has, beyond the arc for the most part, which is good because from inside 3, Louisiana was shooting close to 70%. So I believe they were 5 of 7 or something like that from inside, and in the paint they were even better. So 23-16 through 2 quarters. We'll have a full check of the scoring as we continue on in the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime here on the peoplestribune.com.
If you're in the market for New Holland Farm equipment, an Exmark mower, or Kinsey planter, see Bowling Green Tractor today. Bowling Green Tractor is celebrating their completely new state-of-the-art shop and newly remodeled showroom to service all your parts, service, and equipment needs. Call Bowling Green Tractor 324-3337 or stop by and check out the expanded shop. Wishing all our area teams the best of luck this year, Bowling Green Tractor.
Many of us look for ways to save energy, but be smart. Don't take safety shortcuts. Quiver River Electric Cooperative reminds you to use electricity safely and take it seriously. Never touch a downed power line. Always stay at least 10 feet away. Outdoors, look up for power lines and call 811 before you dig. Indoors, keep appliances away from water. Don't overload circuits or use damaged cords. A safety message from Quiver River Electric Cooperative, owned by those we serve.
This is Kim Gam, RN, Certified Diabetes Educator and Coordinator of the Pike County Diabetes Counseling Program. Diabetes self-management education is designed to help you understand the disease and learn to manage it. Our nationally recognized program provides quality education and covers all aspects of diabetes management, from basic to advanced skills. For more information, contact the Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice at 573-324-2111.
The Pike County Health Department. Neighbors helping neighbors.
This is the State Farm Insurance TribCast Halftime, brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Ramsey Dickerman in Vandalia, Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and Paul Schuchard in Bowling Green. Here to help life go right, State Farm is there.
Big hand for Silex as they return from the locker room for the second half of this ball game. Our check of the scoring in the first half brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford. Aki and Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. For Louisiana, again, 11 points in the first quarter, 12 as a team in the second quarter, and it shakes out like this: 2 for Tyler Hopkins, 2 for Zach Harrison, 2 for Zach Ellsworth, 6 points for Dalton Oberhaus, and 11 for Derek Richards. He had 6 in the first quarter, 5 in the second quarter for Louisiana. For the Owls, they had just the 4 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second quarter to keep pace. 4 points in the first quarter were all scored by Nathan Kinsey. That's his total for the game. Brandon Peasel with a tray, and then 3 threes for Charles Turbyville to finish with the first half with 9 points so far for Silex. Now, it doesn't get easier for Silex because now they're shooting at the less forgiving of the 2 rims here in the old gym, as the winner of this ball game will go on to face the winner of the Clopton-Wellsville game, which is our late game over in the new gym. April Fronick right behind us. She'll be on the call with Chuck Brandstetter with a 6:45 pregame, so still a ways off until the start of that one from the Dale Miller Gymnasium. The other 2 games, Monroe City currently taking on Warrenton JV in that 1-8 matchup, and then the late game over here will be Winfield and Wright City in the 4-5 game. That one not on TribCast either. So just the 2 games with our area teams is Clopton in action later, Louisiana and Silex in action now. And our first half scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Aki and Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. This has been the State Farm Insurance TribCast halftime. Third quarter action, second half begins when we return on thePeoplesTribune.com.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we got to bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Agent Ramsey Dickerman will be there at 503 West Highway 54 in Vandalia. Online at RamseyDickerman.com.
State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
No matter which team you're rooting for, Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford hopes all our area teams have a wonderful and successful season. Young Enterprise features Aki and Ken Feeds, Asgrow and DeKalb Seeds, RCIS crop insurance, fertilizer, chemicals, interstate batteries, and more. Visit online at YoungEnterprisesInc.com for more information. Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Back the other way, Harrison with that, and now a travel called on Harrison. And we're underway in the third quarter of this ball game. Second half start brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company. Next time you tip off a construction project, see the folks at Lacrosse Lumber Company. They have everything you need to get going, getting the job done. That's what Lacrosse Lumber Company does. And a travel called against Kinsey, and it goes back to the Bulldogs now leading 25-16. There was another minute 40 on the halftime clock. Was trying to dictate something to April, and all of a sudden we're playing. Here's Oberhaus with it. It's in the near side for Derek Richards. Richards back to Oberhaus. Ellsworth thought about three, gives it back to Dalton. He comes towards us, gives it off to Ellsworth. Ellsworth to Derek Richards. Richards to the hoop and scores. Derek Richards. He's got 13 in the contest. Now a three the other way, and that one's a little long for Kinsey. Oberhaus with the rebound, drops into the corner for Derek Richards to the near side. That three is good. Zach Harrison with 5 in the quarter. And a timeout taken quickly by Silex as Louisiana is coming out hot. 30-16, 6:18 to go in the third on TribCast.
Serving our area for almost a century and a half, Lacrosse Lumber Company has always offered quality building materials and hardware supplies at reasonable prices and still does today. Believing a satisfied customer is a repeat customer, Lacrosse Lumber Company features free estimates, free delivery, and blueprint services available too. Lacrosse Lumber proudly offers Owens Corning insulation and the top products in the industry. In Bowling Green, Louisiana, Clarksville, Vandalia, and beyond, or visit now at lacrosselumber.com.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, your New Holland agriculture equipment dealer, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
30-16, Bulldogs lead. They put together a little run here. A 7-0 run to start the second half of this ball game. Here's Kinsey to the far side for Charles Turbeville. For the Owls to the near side for Hankey. Bryant's three rims out. And like I said, this is the least forgiving of the two rims. You've got to pretty much swoosh it to get the trays to fall. Here's Oberhaus with it. Over to the far side. Gives it off for Richards. Richards kicks it near side for Ellsworth. His tray is good. Zach Ellsworth. Five points for Zach. Here's Jake Adams with it to the near side for Hankey. Now to Turbeville. And away from the ball, we've got another foul. And that is the third on Harrison. Adams to inbound. Francis will check in for Harrison the next whistle. Here's Hankey with it for the Owls to Peasel. Through Hankey to Adams. They work it inside to Kinsey. Puts his head down. Now will back up on Harrison. Shot was short, and Richards the rebound. Bounce pass down low for Remy Felderworth. Now a long three, and that one's good for Richards. Another timeout taken, this one by Louisiana, as they continue their run. Now 36-16 here to start the third quarter. 4:49 remaining. More first round action from the Clopton tournament coming up after this.
Are you still looking for a bank that knows you by name, offers convenient hours, and hometown service? Look no further than Community State Bank of Missouri. Hello, this is Deb Olson. Our pleasant staff is here to welcome you and service all of your banking needs. Stop by our office in Bowling Green or Troy and experience the banking difference. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
13-0 run for Louisiana to start the third quarter. 4:49 remaining in the frame. And Adams with the ball for the Owls as they try and figure something out. To the near side for Hankey. Now to Peasel to the far side for Adams. Adams into the corner. for Kinsey from the baseline. He's swatted out of bounds by Derek Richards off the far wall. It'll stay with Silex, but nothing coming easy right now for the Owls. Hankey to inbound. Bounce pass to Kinsey. His shot rolls in. That breaks the string and gives him 6 points, his first 2 points since the first quarter. Here's Derek Richards. And we're going to have a foul whistled against the Owls. And it's against Brian Hankey. His second. Team's first here in the second half. All the way out to Michael Francis at the point to Derek Richards. Richards floats one to Dalton Overhouse on the far side. Back to Derek. To Ellsworth. Ellsworth in the corner. There's Michael Francis. His three is long, and the rebound pulled down by Jake Adams for Silex. Over to the far side for Hankey. He's on the run. All the way to the baseline. Can't hit from there. Rebound. Knocked to the corner. Kinsey gets it for Silex. Back to Turbeville. Now to Adams. Adams to the near side for Peasel. Back up top. Hankey for three. That one is good. Brian Hankey with the three-pointer. That's his first 3 points tonight. Francis into the corner for Ellsworth. His tray is good. He's got 6 in the quarter, 8 in the game, and now a steal by the Bulldogs. Here comes Richards. Kicks it off to Ellsworth. Cut it too fine off the glass. Turbeville the rebound for Silex. 5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. 3 left to go, and the pass is tipped and goes out of bounds on the far side. Hankey protected that ball so the Owls could keep possession. Adams gives it off for Nathan Kinsey. Kinsey to the free throw line for Hankey, and another push called. This one's going to be on Ellsworth. That's his first, and the team's second here in the half. Hankey to Turbeville. Through Peasel to Hankey, turnaround three. That one rims out. Rebound picked up by Turbeville, but swatted away, and we're going to have a foul. No foul, just knocked out of bounds by Richards. Here's Hankey with it. Back to Kinsey. Now for Turbeville. To Adams, top of the key, three. That's no good. Laid flat on the back iron and picked up by Richards. To Ellsworth. Ellsworth had it knocked away, stolen by Kinsey. Here's Nathan to the far side for Turbeville. Long three. That one's no good. And the rebound picked up by Overhouse for Louisiana. Ahead to Derek Richards. Richards kicks it out. Overhouse for the tray. That's short. And the rebound pulled in by Turbeville. 2 minutes to go in the third. Hankey. And knocked away. Who's the foul going to be on this time? Ellsworth. Back-to-back fouls on Zach. And quickly off the bench is Isaac King. His first action tonight. He'll replace Zach Ellsworth. 1:51 to play in the quarter. Long inbound pass from Kinsey to Kinsey, and now that one's taken away. A steal by Richards. King off the glass, and Isaac scores. Isaac King with his first two tonight makes it 41-21, a 20-point lead for the Bulldogs in this opening round game. This is a 2-7 matchup. Hank can't get it to fall. Hunter Levy turnaround shot is good. His first 2 points tonight. Cuts that Louisiana lead to 18. Here's Richards for three. It's short. And the rebound pulled in by Hank Kinsey. He gives it off for Turbeville. Kicks it far corner and around to Hunter Levy for three. That's short. And the rebound picked up by Remy Feldworth. Coach Smith says set, set, set. So Derek put the brakes on and will set the offense. Tripped, no call. Back to Oberhaus to the near side through King to Francis. Inside for Remy, and he hits the bottom of the rim. No shot, though. Foul called before he went to the hoop. And it's on number 44, Landon Harlan. Francis checks out, replaced by Ellsworth. Oberhaus thought about the three. Gives it back to Derek Richards at the far point. Levy all over him. Gives it off to Ellsworth. Ellsworth to Derek Richards. Now to Isaac King. King lobs it. Turnaround shot Oberhaus. Too high off the glass, and the rebound pulled in by Hank Kinsey. Hunter Levy with it. To Britton Williams. Kicking it back to Harlan. To Williams again. Tries to go baseline, and he goes out of bounds. Oop, that one thrown away, and it's going back to Silex. .4 seconds on the clock. Levy inbounds to the far side, and he throws it away. 4.8 on the clock. No one wants the last shot. Will the Bulldogs get a shot off? They couldn't to end the half. 4.7 seconds to go. Here's Richards trying to go coast to coast. He can't put it in, but he'll shoot two with .4 seconds on the third quarter clock. That's on Turbeville, his second. So Derek to the line. He's 0 for 2 from that spot. Those both coming in the first quarter. And this one, no good. So the best the lead can be is 19 at the end of the half. And that's what it will be. 42-23. They got the shot off. No. They said he did not get the shot off. It didn't go anyway. And the lead is 19 for the Bulldogs after 3 quarters of play. We'll be back with the fourth after this. Opening round coverage of the Clopton tournament on TribCast.
The Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon reminds you that tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, do your part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition. A message from the Law Office of Briscoe and Brandon. The choice of a lawyer is an important one and should not be based upon advertisements alone.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Louisiana, Bowling Green, and Clopton schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Ryan Pitzer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. We're at work while your athletes are at play.
Well, saw Ryan earlier today at Pike County Memorial Hospital. Had to get my knee looked at by Dr. Melander down there. I'll be going to the MRI, and that's a shot good for Turbeville to start this fourth quarter. That puts him in double figures with 11. Cuts the lead to 17 for Louisiana. With it is Oberhaus. He gives it off for Isaac King. We'll get you a check of the scoring with Young Enterprises and the foul's going to be against Oberhaus. An offensive foul is second. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, A. Ken Feeds, Ascrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Ellsworth 6 points, 6 points for Oberhaus. Now 17 for Richards as that ball taken away by Dalton Oberhaus. Ellsworth to King in the corner. Back to Ellsworth and to Derek Richards. Now to Oberhaus in the corner again for Harrison. Back up top for King. Over to Ellsworth for three, and it's good. Lead back to 20, and Ellsworth has 9. We'll get you this full scoring report as we go along. 7 points for Zach Harrison. As that shot swatted and goes out of bounds. It's out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe, Silex. All right, 2 points for Tyler Hopkins. And there we've gotten through Louisiana scoring. On the Silex side, 6 points for Nathan Kinsey, 2 for Hunter Levy. Brandon Piesel with 3, Brian with 3, and 11 points for Charles Turby. With the last 2 opening up this fourth quarter for the Owls. There's another 3. It's off the mark for Richards. Ellsworth the putback. That's no good. And out of bounds it goes. Back to the Owls. Scoring brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated in New Hartford. Aki and Ken Feeds, Ascrow and DeKalb Seeds, crop insurance and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Timeout on the floor. Louisiana leads Silex by 20 in the opening round of the 22nd Clopton Invitational on TribCast.
Hi, this is Christine Rutherford of People's Bank and Trust in Bowling Green. At People's Bank and Trust, we don't think our responsibility to the community should end when we leave the bank each day. You see, at our community bank, we volunteer for many charitable organizations and civic activities, as well as cheer on our hometown teams. Pride in our community is important to us here at People's Bank and Trust. Come see us at one of our convenient locations, Bowling Green, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, or Ellsbury. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Now more TribCast coverage of high school sports from the Bowling Green Tractor broadcast booth. Bowling Green Tractor, new and used equipment, parts and service, 1201 Business 61 South in Bowling Green.
Loose ball picked up by Isaac King for the Bulldogs, and here comes Derek Richards. Richards to the far side for Ellsworth. He puts up the tray. It's long this time, and the rebound pulled in by Turbyville for Silex. Charles will take it up the floor himself behind the back dribble. Gets a little room from King. 3 ball from Hankey on the far side is long. Rebound tipped back to Piesel for Silex. He gives it off to Jake Adams, and they'll reset the offense. Turbyville to the near side to Piesel. Piesel from the low blocks has that one go off the rim. Around to Hankey. His tray is good. Rattles down Brian Hankey. He's got a pair of threes for 6 points in this ball game. 5:22 to go in the contest. Opening round here at Clopton. Looks like Louisiana going to move on as Harrison goes to the hoop and scores. 9 points for Harrison. Quietly for Louisiana. To the near side for Hankey. Now to Turbyville. Now to Hankey. Bounce pass. That shot forced up by Nathan Kinsey, and the ball taken away by Harrison. Ahead to King. He can't hit. Rebound goes to Turbyville. Up off the bench is Michael Francis. Here's Hankey. Has it taken away by Richards. And here come the Bulldogs again. To the far side. He tried to hook up with King. It's knocked out of bounds. Good defense that time by Brandon Piesel. Remy Feldworth back in the ball game as well, as both Oberhaus and King will check out. And in again is Tommy Grody, replacing Brian Hankey for Silex. Up top with it, Ellsworth. Through Francis to the far side. Richards for 3. That one rims out. And we're going to have a push on Feldworth, his 3rd. Put that forearm out. So the lead remains 17 as Hunter Levy comes in for Jake Adams for the Owls. Turbyville moves it up the floor across the time stripe. To the near point for Levy, to the corner for Peasel. Trying to work against Harrison. Lost control and kicks it back to Grody. To Levy, now to Peasel again. Quickly out to get him was Harrison. Worked it inside. Kinsey too hard off the glass, and the rebound pulled in by Remy Feldworth. Here's Richards. Has his pass intercepted by Peasel. To Kinsey, and we've got another foul, and I think it's going to be on Remy. Nope, goes against Richards, and that's his first. 17 points for Derek. From the corner, three is short. Rebound tipped around. Grody has it, and he's stripped again, and it's going to be Francis, I think, getting the foul this time. Be his second. Nope. They gave their fourth foul to Harrison. And Tommy Grody at the line, and his first shot is no good. Looking for his first point. And Dalton Overhouse checks back in for the Bulldogs. He'll replace Zach Harrison and his 9 points. Overhouse been stuck on 6 for a while. Pardon me. Off the free throw miss. That one no good. Turbyville the rebound. Here's Charles for Hunter Levy. Hunter trying to find some room, goes far side on the baseline. It's knocked away from a Hank Kinsey, and it'll stay with the Owls. As Britton Williams checking back in for Nathan Kinsey. And coming back in for the Bulldogs, Tyler Penderson replaces Zach Ellsworth. Turnaround three, that's no good. And in the corner, Overhouse gets the board and hands it off to Michael Francis. Mike across the line to the far side for Richards. Derek, and a blocking foul going to be whistled against Tommy Grody. His first. 4th team foul for Silex here in the fourth quarter. 2:50 remains in this ball game. And with the ball for the Bulldogs is Dalton Overhouse. From the free throw line, he puts that one in. Unchallenged. Makes it 49 to 28. Biggest lead of the night, 21 points. With it is Britton Williams. For Tommy Grody at the point to Charles Turbyville. 2:15 to go. Turbyville gets a pick, puts up the tray. That's long, and Overhouse the rebound. Dalton, bounce pass to Remy Feldworth. No. Remy gets the rebound, and he's surrounded by 4 Owls, and one of them fouled. And we've got a technical as well, I believe. Foul on Williams, and then the technical is Remy Feldworth. So shooting will be Turbyville. And missing is Turbyville. He's got 11 points. And the second shot is good. Cuts it to 20. And the ball goes to Silex. Levy gives it to Grody in the backcourt. Francis all over him. To the near side for Hunter Levy. Threw it down low, and it's tipped away by Oberhaus to Derek Richards. Back to Oberhaus. Dalton kicks it down low to Francis. Back to Oberhaus. He puts it off the glass at end. Dalton Oberhaus making a case here with 10 points. Been strong. Grody try to work it inside. And we've got a foul whistled with 1:35 to go. Getting ready to check in is Matthew Harrison for the Bulldogs. Matt comes in. And checking out is Tyler Pedersen. Sophomore for sophomore here in the final minute and a half. And Levy's shot is no good on the front half of the 1-and-1. Francis down low to Richards. He couldn't handle the pass, and Hank Kinsey comes away with it. Hank. No foul. All sorts of contact, traveling, and then a hand grab by Levy, and he trips over Hank Kinsey. And we'll see which one fouled him. They're going to give it to Kinsey, but that wasn't the most egregious infraction there. Hunter Levy grabbed his hand and almost pulled him down over the top. Here's Oberhaus back to Francis with 1:07 to go. Eichel has it again. To Oberhaus. And we've got a foul whistled against Tommy Grody, his second. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Dalton Oberhaus with 51.2 on the clock. Oberhaus has only hit 1 of 5 free throws in this ball game. As Richard checks out. And checking back in is Tyler Hopkins with 2 points. Isaac King checks out. So you got Ellsworth, Matthew Harrison. And the front half is missed, and the rebound pulled in by Hunter Levy with 45 seconds on the clock. Hunter Levy, spin move, kicks it to the near side. Hank Kinsey, that one's off the mark, and Harrison the rebound for the Bulldogs. Gets it off to Oberhaus with 35 on the clock. Bulldogs moving into the championship bracket. Silex will have to go to the consolation side of the ledger. Here's Oberhaus with 15 on the clock. Over to the far side for Michael Francis. 10 on the clock. Ellsworth with it. Bulldogs going to win this one by a final of 51-29. The 2 over the 7. Silex gave them a fight, but Louisiana just too much for the Owls in this ball game. We'll be back with the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame after this on the peoplestribune.com.
TribCast coverage of high school basketball is brought to you in part by Spring Valley Accounting Services, Lynn's Heritage House, Orff Construction, the Bowling Green Bobcat Booster Club, Cole Chiropractic Center, and by Dieter Sign Company and T-Shirt Shop, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Air Co Convenience Centers, Pike County Title Company, and by Mid-America Auto and Towing. More high school basketball is coming up. This TribCast.
Dude, you look different.
Well, my body is glowing gold.
No, it's not that. Did you get a new shirt?
No, I joined the Fuel Rewards program at Shell and got instant gold status. I save 5 cents a gallon on every fill every day.
No, did you lose weight?
Get rewarded with instant gold status at Shell. Join the Fuel Rewards program now at fuelrewards.com/gold. Restrictions apply. Active gold status required. Introductory offer valid for 6 months after activation. Limit 20 gallons at participating Shell stations. See fuelrewards.com/gold for full details.
Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
The Bibb Beach Funeral Homes, LLC of Bowling Green and Silex are committed to offering sincere and caring service in your time of need. Family owned and operated since 1946, Ryan V. Bibb and Lori Smith know how important a personal touch can be. Their goal is compassionate service with dignity and respect, uplifting and comforting. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes will help you celebrate the life of your loved one. Visit online at bibbbeach.com or call 324-2211 in Bowling Green or 384-5555 in Silex for more information.
Family Health Pharmacies in Bowling Green and Louisiana offer more prescriptions under more insurance plans for less. That should make you feel better. Family Health Pharmacies is there to help you when you're not feeling your best. Great gift ideas and half-price greeting cards, too. 2 convenient locations to serve you. Bowling Green Pharmacy and Hearing Aid Center on the Square in Bowling Green, and Family Drug, 301 Georgia in Louisiana. Family Health Pharmacies, just what the doctor ordered.
This is the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame, brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out building projects.
Final scoring numbers brought to you by Young Enterprises Incorporated of New Hartford, Akey and Kent Feeds, Asgrown DeKalb Seeds, Crop Insurance, and more at YoungEnterprisesInc.com. Louisiana defeats Silex 51-29, and Louisiana shoots 50% from the field overall. To Silex's 34% in the paint, 11 of 19 for Louisiana. Boy, really the three-point percentage, a big difference in this one. Louisiana shoots 42% from beyond the arc, 9 of 21. Silex 6 of 19 for 31% from beyond 3, and that comes down to that second half. Silex was getting a lot better results when they were shooting at the hoop to our left in the first half than they did in the second half. For Silex, top scorer with 12 points is Charles Turbyville. All his threes came in that second quarter. 6 points for Brian Hankey, 6 points for Nathan Kinsey, 2 for Hunter Levy, and 3 points for Brandon Piesel in this ball game. And we're joined by we'll get the final scoring numbers completed in just a second, because we're joined by our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, if we can get the camera up that far, with 10 points tonight. But it's not always about scoring, and I thought you played tough but in control in a game that got kind of nasty at times.
Yeah, it did. It got a little physical every now and then.
So we'll get this out of the way right off the bat. How important is it to the Bulldogs to have number 1 back in uniform?
Oh, it was great. When he got hurt that Friday night, we knew he'd be out a little bit of the season, but he's been working his butt off to get better, get that ankle stronger. He's not at 100% yet, but he's going to get there. When he does get there, we're going to be really dangerous.
And that takes pressure off of everybody.
Yes.
And it kind of, almost tonight, it looked like at times you guys didn't feel enough pressure. You got a little sloppy in the second quarter, but really, what did Coach say to you at halftime? Because you came out looking completely different in the third quarter.
Well, he just told us to get used to the physicality, and then the free throws too. I missed a lot of free throws, so did a couple of my teammates, and he just had to play harder.
I've noticed it over the years in this gym. That rim on the left is a lot nicer to shooters than the one on the right.
Yeah, I hit back rim, I think, every free throw I missed every time.
Yeah. It didn't look good for a while, but
no.
I thought your total game was there tonight, rebounding. You were a machine against some guys that had a little bit more size, a little more meat on them. You were able to bang with them and get quite a few boards. And when I saw this one play where they put a nice pick on you, and you just rolled off it, went right to the hoop for the rebound. It was pretty to watch from here. But is that your style of play? Bang with the big guys and do your best?
I just got to know my role, make open shots, make open layups, and rebound hard and box out.
Well, congratulations on the win. You're moving on into the semifinals, and we'll take on either Clopton or Wellsville. It looks like probably be Clopton in that 3-6 matchup, and you guys have had some great battles with the Hawks in this tournament.
Yes, we have.
Well, I'm sure you want another shot.
Yeah, we do.
Well, congratulations on this one. Best of luck on Thursday night in the semifinals.
All right, thank you.
That is our Community State Bank TribCast player of the game, Dalton Oberhaus, with 11 points and his Bulldogs win this one by a final of 51-29. And Coach, I apologize right off the bat for this headset. We get the old gym set up here at Clopton, so this is the worst headset we have.
That's all right.
Totally different team, I thought, in the second half. You think they were settling in, getting used to things, responding to what you said at halftime? What was the difference in that to start? I guess it was on a 13-0 run to start the second half.
Well, I think I might have told them some motivational words at halftime.
Yeah.
But we've had some guys injured over break, and, we're getting Michael back. Guys were pretty excited about Michael playing. I don't know. We're just trying to find our rotation right now, trying to find our roles. So it's going to be a learning curve for a while, I think.
You're mixing in some young and some experience, and I've said it all night. Having Michael back, having that experience is a big thing to take some pressure off a player like Derek. I think maybe he was a little too relaxed to start. He was a little sloppy there in the first half, but he got under control and started hitting those threes.
Yeah, I mean, he's a special kid. I think he kind of lives the highlight reel type player. Everything's a highlight, and when he gets a little more calm and makes the easy decision instead of the home run, he's a lot better. So he's gonna keep working though.
I liked, and this is why he was player of the game, the way Dalton played down low with some guys with a little more meat. He was able to bang with them, not get into foul trouble like some of the other guys, and get a lot of rebounds for it.
Yeah, when Dalton's playing well and Zach Harrison's playing well, we're going to be pretty tough. But those guys got to find a little more consistency. But, Dalton's a kid that works hard. He's really coachable. He's just a good kid.
And you got a unique talent in Zach Ellsworth where they have to put one of their biggest guys on him all the time because he just shoots so well.
Yeah. He's just I think he's had that small man syndrome. He's always fighting.
I love watching him on defense. I
yeah.
mean, it's just like a cartoon, seeing the little guy run through legs and stuff to get the loose ball, get the steal.
He's an extremely tough kid, man. I remember coaching against him when he was like 4th and 5th grade. He went to Clopton here.
Uh-huh.
And I still kind of give him trouble about it. But, no, he's an extremely tough kid. I love coaching him.
Well, congratulations. It looks like it's going to be Clopton in the semifinals. You're used to seeing them in this tournament.
Absolutely. Wouldn't have
not
any
so
other
much
way.
in a semifinal, but
but
boy, it's going to be fun on Thursday.
Yeah, when these kids communicate with each other all the time,
Uh-huh.
they know each other well, and it's kind of nice, I think, to kind of get a little bit of a rival. I guess you want to call a rival. I don't know. I mean, we play teams so far away that it's. I think this could probably turn into something special. So hopefully it'll go that way.
Yeah, it's going to be real fun once you guys are in the same conference next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations. Best of luck the rest of the tournament, and we'll see you on Thursday.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage.
That is Coach Matt Smith. His Bulldogs win this one 51-29 over a pesky Silex team. And that'll wrap up our coverage from the old gym here on night number 1 for the men and night number 2 of the 22nd annual Clopton Invitational here on TribCast. This has been the Bowling Green Ready Mix TribCast postgame. Again, our only game here from the old gym is at 5:30 tomorrow, 5:15 pregame. It's number 5, Louisiana takes on number 8, Winfield, in the consolation semifinals. The other 2 games from the new gym and the championship side, as number 4 seed Silex takes on Monroe City, the 1 seed at 5:30, and Clopton, the 2 seed, takes on number 3 seed Ellsbury at 7 o'clock. Chuck and April in the Dale Miller Gymnasium getting ready for their broadcast as Clopton takes on Wellsville in our other opening round game. For Chuck and April and Jerry taking pictures, Mark Fronick saying, we'll see you tomorrow from the 2018 Clopton Invitational on thepeoplestribune.com.